So you want to be clutch, do you? Small fact, when I was going through university, my good mate Tom Mann and I, our beer pong team name was actually Clutch. Here's how you can be clutch.
There's 35 seconds to go. This is the one. It's coming back for Johnny Wilkinson. He drops for World Cup glory. Yes! It's over.
This is what Google says that clutch is. In sports, being clutch is especially valuable and refers to an athlete's ability to excel in a critical moment of competition. For myself, there's 4 real pieces of the puzzle that bring together of being clutch. I'm about to go through these 4 pieces. Now, you need to earn the right to these 4 pieces. I think that being clutch is something that you need to earn, and then you get to be clutch. The other thing too is you don't just get a clutch opportunity. So have a think about a game-winning kick, or Johnny Wilkinson drop goal to win the World Cup, Dan Carter's drop goal, or a big kick. You don't just get that right. Like, we're not just sitting here going, hey, Pete, we're going to pull you out, we're going to fly you over, just need you to take a kick. Like, you earn the right to be clutch. Like, Dan Carter had to go through age grade rugby, be the kicker there. He had to play for 20s teams, be the kicker there and have clutch moments. He then had to play for Canterbury, the Crusaders, the All Blacks. You earn the right to an opportunity to be clutch. So I want that to be the key starting point, is that whatever team you're in now, whether it's the under 8s, there's opportunities right now for you to be clutch. The first piece of the puzzle. Often the clutch moment comes from something that you're already pretty well known for. So think Steph Curry in the Olympics. He hit those 3 threes in the final quarter, but he's already well known as being the greatest shooter of all time, and he was able to step up and use that skill set that he had built and crafted and developed to be clutch. I mentioned before about Johnny Wilkinson and Dan Carter, already world-class kickers that stepped up in moments to be clutch, but they had already established the ability to be clutch. We can all agree that Tiger Woods' golf game is pretty rock solid, so when he had moments to be clutch, he was able to be clutch. I often refer to those talent shows like American Idol, or when singers get that golden buzzer. Oftentimes it comes after 5, 10, 20 years of already being an established singer, and then they have actually earned the right to put that talent on show. It's not just a fluke that they got the golden buzzer. They'd already built and spent time crafting it, and then they had an opportunity, they had to be brave, they stepped up, but they had already built the technique, is what I'm saying. That's the first piece of the puzzle. So often being clutch comes from something that you've already built and worked out, which you can then use in a moment that turns up for you to be clutch. The second piece of the puzzle is all about handling pressure. Game moments, big moments. Doesn't even have to be in a game. Sometimes, I was playing beer pong with my mates. You got a shot that you got to nail with your mates talking absolute smack to you, like playing golf with your buddies, or playing a game of pickup basketball in the backyard, or backyard cricket. There's opportunities and pressure everywhere that you can start to enjoy and lean into. When I talk to kickers about handling pressure, I stole this one from Kobe Bryant. He said whenever he's taking a free throw, he finds the arena, the game night, such a contagious environment that he absolutely loves. When you're executing your skill and you've got all these eyeballs looking at you, you can actually take that energy and draw it into your ball. So you always talked about the 10,000 eyes. Like when he was taking a shot, he had 10,000 eyes, 10,000 energy all giving into him for him to execute the skill. I remember with goal kicking, and I played in some big crowds, like 20,000 people at times, and those goal kicks that you take, it actually is so different. Anyone that says training kicks and game kicks are the same has never kicked in a big game. It is different, but it locks you in, it draws you in. It's such a cool feeling when you know you've got the game to back it up. You're feeling this focus and this pressure, and you're like, okay, let's go, this is enjoyable, and you're able to really enjoy that moment of pressure. The third piece of the puzzle is mental toughness. Now, I actually talk more about process and actually having a plan. The reason that I built the 10 pillars of goal kicking is so that you've already thought out the plan of how you can execute a goal kick in a big moment. So the plan is rock solid, which adds to your mental toughness. Now, if I was just to ask someone who had never kicked before to go kick in a game, their mental toughness isn't that strong because they actually haven't got a good plan that they know is going to work and is rock solid and is bulletproof and is tested and is ready to go. Mental toughness often comes from being prepared. I had a sevens coach called Roy Hawker, and I was struggling with my tackling. I was missing a lot of tackling, and he said to me, Pete, you need to get to the stage where in your brain When I asked you, can you make that tackle, you need to say any day of the week. And then I took it into goal kicking. Can I make that kick? Like when you get a penalty and your captain looks over, it's like, mate, any day of the week I can make that kick. That mental toughness is from doing the work, but also getting yourself into that mode, that mindset, that Kobe Mama mentality of any day of the week, I got this, I'm clutch. And to tie this puzzle together is number 4, which is the experience and the confidence. Like I mentioned about players coming through the grades and proving to be clutch moments at all the different levels that we come through in the pathway. Clutch athletes often have a track record of being clutch and stepping up in those moments. There's something about taking a game-winning kick for the under-18s and kicking that goal that then builds you that when that situation turns up again, you've already been in this situation. You've already had success. So what I'm saying is that you need to get yourself in the position to be that clutch person. If it's in cricket, have you gone out there and scored runs when the pressure is on in the under 12s? If it's in golf or in basketball, have you had those performances where you've been able to step up in those moments and deliver? So going back to the 4th piece of the puzzle, experience and confidence, how many moments can you stack up to really build your clutch moments across your life? Being clutch isn't just in sport, right? I think that it's almost just a way that you walk through life. Are you able to, when you're driving your car, find like a car park and turn up in a clutch moment? When there's like a speech or your family dinner, are you able to step up and say like a toast and be clutch and come through in those moments? In a meeting or a Zoom call, when someone asks you a question, have you got that moment to be clutch and be confident and deliver on your answer? Being clutch is actually something that you can do in all facets of your life. If you want to be clutch, start talking about clutch, start thinking about how you can be clutch and be clutch daily. This here was another Rugby Bricks Brick episode. So if you enjoyed this one, please share it. We've done 4 bricks already where we just jump on here, we speak about a certain topic and dissect it and hopefully give a piece of information that you can use and take into your coaching game, playing game, whatever you're doing in life. What I love is when these get shared. So in the team WhatsApp group or send out an email, share with your players. We've done a couple of different episodes, one on communication and why comms and communication is so important on a team and how your team can become world-class and get better, which leads to better performance. We've done another one on being on time and the factors of why that is so crucial for team chemistry. And today's episode was all about being clutch. Thank you very much for watching or listening. I will see you on the next episode of our Bricks mini-series. YouTube, like, subscribe, do your thing, share your videos. If you got any suggestions around our YouTube channel or what we should be doing, chuck it in the comments. See you soon.
And when you're finished with that, I suppose you're gonna fly, huh?